Many people dream of the day when they can finally quit their jobs and live off their investments. And while it's possible to do this, there are a few things you need to consider before making the leap. So the big question arises, how much do you need to invest? In order to live off dividends, you need to have a portfolio that is large enough to cover your living expenses. That means you need to have a portfolio that generates at least as much income as you need to cover your costs. For example, let's say you need $4,000 per month to cover your costs. That means you would need $48,000 a year in dividend income. In order to generate that much income from dividends, you would need a portfolio worth at least $1,200,000, assuming that you're getting a 4% return on your investment. Of course, the actual amount you need will depend on a number of factors, including the dividend yield of your portfolio and the tax rates on your dividends. A general rule of thumb. One general rule of thumb says that you should multiply whatever you want your annual dividend income to be by 22 and 28 to figure out a reasonable range of money you should have invested. So using our previous example, if you need $48,000 a year, you would need a portfolio between $1,056,000 and $1,344,000. How to lower the amount you'll need to live off dividends. One way to reduce the amount of money you need in order to live off of dividends is to practice extreme saving. This means making a budget and sticking to it, even if it means foregoing some of the things you want in life. It also means being mindful of your spending and looking for ways to reduce your living expenses. You could move to a more affordable place to live, stop eating out at expensive restaurants, live in a smaller home, don't buy a new car every 2 years. You might also find ways to save on transportation costs, such as carpooling or by taking public transportation. By carefully planning your budget and being mindful of your spending, you can make it possible to live off of dividends without having a large amount of money saved up. Before I move on to one of the best ways to lower the amount of money you'll need to live off dividends, make sure you subscribe and click the bell. That way you'll be the first to see my next money-making video. Another option to lower the amount of money you need to invest is to build up multiple streams of passive income. The more you're making from passive income sources, the less you need in dividend payments. So let's say you're practicing extreme savings tactics, and you've lowered the amount of money you need per year to $30,000. Now, let's say you've got an online business, or a rental property, or some other stream of passive income that's making you $15,000 a year. Now, we've lowered the amount you need in dividends to only $15,000 a year, and let's say you're getting a 5% return on your investment. So now you only need $300,000 invested to be able to live off dividends. Click the video on the screen to see another money-making video.